ịmata chi nke anyị na-efe.
Gosinu n'ibu chi bụ Chineke, gosinu n'ibu chi bụ onye mmeri.
Anyị bịa ka anyị zute gị n'ihi na anyị ma na ọ bụ gị bụ onye ga-egosi anyị
Gosinu n'ibu chi bụ Chineke, gosinu n'ibu chi bụ onye mmeri.
That we cause the soul to go to whichever direction the soul will be. Because you can't see the soul. If police come to arrest me here now, and along the line, they were coming, maybe coming from the gate, seeing me talking, then opening their handcuff to come and handcuff me. And along the line, reaching this place and I disappeared. Who shall they go again? They can only be... Didn't we see him somewhere now, even holding microphone? They can't see me again. And they can arrest me again. But if they come to arrest me and found me talking with my body here, they can hold my hand. Boy, you're under arrest. Then we'll start talking about it. And when the soul, the body is being punished in cell or wherever, the body will be feeling the pains, and the pains will be affecting the soul. When maybe you're under one suspect that they are saying you are among of those people who carry that car, and then you say you are not, and they want to find the truth. Will they punish the soul or the body? Then when the punishment becomes obvious that you can no longer be carrying it, who will speak? The soul. Who will submit? Please, I'm the one. Who will submit? Then, before you submit because of the punishment, who are they punishing? Who are they punishing? You see, the soul and the body work together, which means God owns them all. So there is no need one coming to say the church we go is for soul, and the will of God we want to do is for soul. What I'm always telling you all these things is these are the key which we need to hold before going to heaven. Likewise, as I'm telling you that I gave you one small topic, I think, on Tuesday, that says salvation is our uniform. I'm still planning how to prepare the message. If I didn't treat it from now to program, then know it that it will be one of the topics we're going to treat on the program the time. Salvation is our uniform. So, that is just the pure truth about Christianity. You will submit both soul and the body for Christ to own you. Jesus Christ came to suffer and die for us. He did not bring out his soul alone and spare his body, so that after when the soul is being punished to save the world, then he will now go into his body and carry the body and go. But he was maltreated, both soul and body. When pains will become trouble and painful to him, then his spirit will cry, like the one we heard. According to the Hebrew language, we heard it. We heard that is what is, whether I am correct or not, but that is exactly what I always hear people say. So, it was his spirit that was crying to his father when pains became so terrible and obvious to his body. And now his soul voiced out, going to receive. The soul carried the body to a place of prayers. The Bible called it agony in the garden. Then he went to agony in the garden to pray, in order to see whether the spirit will be escaped from the trouble. But the spirit still told him that it is on the must that for the cup you are going to drink it. And what will suffer it when the spirits are receiving the punishment? The body. If the soldiers of the Jews want to beat Christ and they want to kill him and he disappeared, will they beat the ground? But it is because they lift up their hands to lay on him and the body still remains the same with them. That's why they continue beating him. And beat him to the level that the soul started feeling the pains. We shouldn't say the body alone, so that you will not lost your soul in heaven and throw yourself in hellfire. For Jesus, my Savior, said to all of us, if you because of the punishment of the body and submit, both the soul and the body will suffer in the body. And he said you should not fear them, even if they are punishing the body. But they can only torture the body, but they cannot kill the spirit. Rather, you should fear him that have the power to destroy both the body and the soul. Did you hear Jesus Christ saying the body? If it is only soul alone, he would have said, he that have the power to destroy the soul in hell. But because the body is still involved, and he have the power to destroy both body and soul in hell. How are we sure? My father in his son Jesus said to our brother Job, are you asking me this kind of question? Can you tell me where I tightened the water from exploding in order to overflow on the earth and cover the face of the world? Do you know? Can you tell me? And we all know in the book of Genesis that the Bible said, formerly the earth was filled with water, no soil, no sky. From the ground to the sky, full of water. And the Bible says the thickness of that water makes the earth to be filled with thick darkness. And nobody knows where to start. Nobody knows where to go. Nobody knows where to travel. There was no space. This space that we can see now, there was nothing like space. No place you can see. The other one is sky, or the other one is earth, or in a few moments. If there is no one, there is no one. And until when he decides to say, I want to create the earth. And now, so that the water cannot come back and backfire against the earth. And that is the question we asked Job, our brother Job. Job was speechless to God to answer. That means to say, the foundation of the original creation is still there intact if you want to follow the original God. But if you want to say to what the earth are providing today, as we can call it, we are in the digital world. Nothing make the world digital. All these things was there with God before. He he said, go and procreate. This is just the procreating. We are procreating. Nothing is already there. God, it was there with God. All these things we see now, call it digital, was with God. It did not took God unaware. It's from Him and from His wisdom. And He knew it when He finished the other works. He said, now, man, go and procreate. And now we are procreating. And here I am now, obviously, why? We are on the way of, or we are on the line of procreation, not digital. Nothing changed the world to make the world digital. The world is still the same. The sun appears at the right time of the sun and go down to the right time that it's supposed to do. Moon appears to cover the night. The stars on the sky. Nothing changed from the way God made it to call the world digital. The sky is still in its foundation and sitting. Not one of it, no part of it has been removed or shifted. So nothing makes the world digital so that you cannot perish with a new sweet English. Because all these things I can tell you that is today's English. And they will listen to it and it sweets our mouth. And when we call it to anything we call it, I'm telling you, it can perish and it can deceive many. What it needs to do is submit to the Lord as the scripture wants us to do. And that's why I'm here to tell you the Abakaliki zone in a part of the world to listen to what Jesus Christ said, so that we cannot tell him at that last day, we do not hear it, and nobody told him. That is all that I am trying, making it as possible as I can, in order to make it different from other people's preaching, so that you can hear the real, raw message about the kingdom of God coming up. So what you need is how you live. And the Bible said here in the book of when we read, okay, let somebody read for me. Romans chapter 12, verse 1 to 2 or 3. Let's go there and see and support me, because we have so many things to do this evening. We share flyers. A brother to give me notes, things that they may come for testimony or Thanksgiving or so. So we need to do those things before we go. I can see the real like to be blessing us on Thursday. I think is even better. Romans chapter, I don't know whether you are getting what I'm in our field na quarter.
Yes, sir.
Amen. From verse 1.
People of God, people of God, Romans 12 from verse 1. Heading, life in God's service.
Life in God's service.
So then, my brothers, because of God's great mercy to us, I appeal to you, offer yourselves as a living sacrifice.
Yes, offer yourself as a living sacrifice. Do you hear yourself? Did somebody hear yourself? Offer yourself as a living sacrifice. Can somebody read King James for me? From King James Version. At that the same chapter. Still hold it there, brother. Or if you can see it, you collect and read for me. King James Version. Hallelujah, sir. Give me microphone, please.
Amen.
Amen, sir.
Say, I beseech you, therefore, brethren.
I beseech you, therefore, my brethren,
by the mercy of God,
by the mercy of the living God,
that you present yourselves,
that you will present yourselves, yes,
as a living sacrifice,
as a living sacrifice. You present yourself. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Present yourself as a living sacrifice. Amen.
Amen.
I want to look into my own, these passions. There are so many. He said, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies. Ye present your bodies. The man comes before the come now. They are gone from this one. Maybe TV sugar. My dear brother read on his own, present yourselves. Here now you hear, present your bodies. Go ahead,
Heaven, living sacrifices. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
You see what I'm saying? You, should present your bodies as what? A living sacrifice. Your body as a living. I don't want to come down today, but the thing they throw me away. You should present your bodies. Your body, not self. Because when you hear self, and to me, maybe you're still talking to soul. And when you hear, yes, bodies, now you know that he's talking both complete you. Adam Abagi, that both your body, say your bodies, not my own alone. He said all your bodies as a living sacrifice. For what? For the what?
Holy, acceptable unto God.
Holy and acceptable unto God. Your bodies, your flesh. You present it holy. Or able to be accepted in the presence of God. Your bodies. Read the Bible that you may not be deceived. Because there are people who devil are living inside them, using them to confuse the flock. And because we are the teachers, and to whatever we teach, that is what the student will hear. And to whatever the obedient student, we always like to write on what the teacher taught him. True or false? They must see, nobody to against the Christian or they proud. Always accusing a different thing. A different thing. Or see nobody here, my own pastor. He or she will stick on the word of his pastor or her pastor. And this is not what my pastor used to preach. This is not what but can you open the Bible for them to understand the real truth? It is no longer the argument of what the pastor and priest or member preach, but the real pure truth of what the scripture says. Can somebody be assisting me, please? You people just keep quiet as if you're not hearing what I'm saying. Oh, then we when I see now conscious, you see your body. You want a woman. Ihe Chineke dawa ya ka anyị ghara ịla n'iyi. Ọ chọrọ ka anyị laa n'iyi. He don't want us to perish. He really wants us to live with him. See how he loved us. Let me tell you, each time he wants to come to me in trances or by vision or by dream, Jesus never appeared to me as a white man. Jesus do appear to me as a black man. He do appear to me, brought message to me as a young black African man. I never see him since I started working for him. I've not seen him even once as a Oyibo person. This black, pure black, what you call it. And he will come to me and drop every message, even the two angels that he sent to come and lead my spirit to go and destroy Ibutu's kingdom. Those two angels were black, though they wear white garments. The dress on the white garment, but they were black men, though they tall more than me. And they lead me to the valley of the kingdom of Ibu that night in vision. They told me I can't climb with them, that I should stand on the top of the mountain, that they are going battle, that I should watch the war. I stood on the mountain watching them, they just fly here. What I want to tell you is deep. I never see a temple like that one since I was born. From the mountain where I stood, they stood me. Then two of them just like as if they changed their hands. You heard, and I was watching to the deep. In fact, I don't know. But they opened my eyes that I can be seen clear. When they got there, my dear, what my eyes can see there happening. This large number of people with a very rock building, tired, and a high 2 trees stand there with a mighty dragon. Got there inside that place. They started fighting, scattering everywhere. They hold stars on their hands, hitting the houses, opening holes. They are with their own presence, running away from that valley, fleeing out. Then the dragon saw them. They tried to climb the tree with wrapper, and that made me to remember that no yan Edeh, Topeba, and Edeh. So nobody knows what they used to do with that. So the dragon, the heavy dragon with legs and hands and in fact up to how many hairs. Saw these two angels. The dragon was running and climbed the tree. Reach at the highest place where ordinary man cannot, even this tree you cannot hold it. There's no way ordinary person can climb it. And the dragon keeps hiding with that rapper, hide out another rapper, tied on the tree there, hide there. I just stayed there, saw the angel, one of the angels, flee like this, straight to that place and hit the staff of his hand. There on the back of the dragon, then he just shoot out legs, shoot out hands, and those hairs just pegged and it dies. I'm telling you, the kingdom of people will not. They just go there and worship nothing because that thing is no longer existing. For since 1999, that thing there is no longer existing. If you are still, you worship ordinary air, nothing is existing there. My God, through me, have destroyed it. And I'm always telling you the stories, how I got there. Though that, by the way, is not the preaching I'm doing now, until maybe when it will enter there again, I will connect it. So what I'm trying to say is, he has not come to me as a white man. For you to begin to be looking at Jesus Christ as an European. Christ is an African man. Precisely Abakaliki man. Okay, precisely Igbo land. precisely equivalent. Hallelujah. He don't want us to perish. That is why he cannot make everybody deceptive. So we'll be talking according to their own understanding. He will give another understanding to another that can be saying the truth. And it is good for you to decide that both your body and spirit, your soul, both your body and soul, is for God, as we said, or we introduced on the early time of the topic. So dear friends, you don't need to be using the body the way it can suit you. When God is against what you are doing, when God is against what you are doing, the body is for Christ and He alone. And that is the reason why you need to be submissive. Every part of you should be submissive. Submit to Him. Both your fingers, both your leg, both your eyes, everything about the nose. If you want to use your teeth and bite a brawler, you say, God, is it for the glory of God? If your heart say yes, then you say, wow. Because He honors. And He is coming as He said He would. There is nothing you can do to hide. If you dig out yam from your heap or your farm, and then you cheer the man, how will the yam look like? So that is why it needs or requires that both your body and soul will be according to what the scripture says here. Present your bodies as a living sacrifice. Present your bodies as a living sacrifice. For your body and soul belongs to Jesus. So that is what I want you to know today. That your body and soul belongs to Christ. There are particular places said to us in the book of Isaiah. When you paint the body, and those who go to market and buy perfume, that is even where I saw that, buy perfume, pouring into their body. He said, perfume is for those whom their body is stinking. Painting your body is for those whom their body is not well. On earth, and that is when God is talking about the spiritual life. Now, there is something you can do to the body, you affect your soul. And I told you this is the reason why Ebonians are running away here. Because they don't want to hear it. But I must force you to hear it. Because you need it. Allow your body to serve God. Now you pray some places, you cover some places, and leave some places. Those places that you uncovered is for who? Those areas of the part of your body that is not covered, that is uncovered, is it for who? Then to the places that is covered, is for who? Then why do you divide yourself here on earth while we are still living? scripture, not according to the desire of man. And I'm always telling you that you should watch. When you are preparing your way, you should watch. To know what you are doing. God is not a man, God is God. And He knows what He wants. Do you want to tell me that God will, after telling you that He desired your body and soul, then He wants to tell me that God do not know His choice again? You are telling me that God do not know His choice anymore. That since He don't know His choice again, that as God and He failed to still recognize His choice, what He really wants. Then whatever He go to Ebile or go to. Is that what you are telling me? That God have no choice anymore. That is why you should disguise your body the way you want in order to please your soul. After all, when God comes, He don't know what He wants anymore. He may forget what He said and do otherwise. By going to market and from his house going to market, he may have in mind from the house that he's going to buy ram from the market. Then along the line, God will reach market. Now, lo and behold, ram behind and the dogs behind. And the God will forget he planned to go to market and buy ram and go to the place of dog's shade and begin to price dog. For God do not know His plan anymore. It is we who taught God or teach God a digital world are now teaching God a new plan, what He do not know before. That makes us to name it or give it a name, digital world. This is how the world is supposed to look like today. You see that the children of God are perishing. And all the teachers, the preachers, God is teaching us, telling us what we need to see. As I'm always telling you here, that why the preachers synthesize on only title issue. Because it's a place of, yielding money. It's yielding money. That is why the preachers cannot forget the law of tithe. Even if you cannot preach every other thing, at least the pastor must never forget to preach